Oh, okay, I'm back with y'all one more time today. My second video for today. The first video was about my book, Pursuit of a Passion, and also about a book, well, no, it was about a stage play as well. A stage play, I read the storyline to it. But this video is about a book, a fiction book that I wrote, which is also a Christian story. And it is called Jonathan Daniels Is a Man Not Afraid of Change. And this book, basically I was influenced by my hometown to write this. I wanted to be actually an influence for like a positive reflection on my neighbor, on the town that I'm from, because of these wild parties that goes on, and they call them yard parties. So yeah, yard parties influenced me to write this story. And I might very much so turn this into a stage play one day as well. But right now, I just gonna focus on the first stage play, and I'm going to get this story out there as well. It's already basically already published. It's just a matter of me pushing it now. Well, I'm gonna push the stage play in this book at the same time, more than likely. Kind of letting one passion feed the other passion. But yeah, my hometown. I just want to give y'all some enlightenment though, and things like that. That's where this story came from. I want to be a positive influence on the hometown, because of like way too many people getting hurt at these parties and things like that. So I wanted to come from my spiritual aspect, which I am spiritual bound, and I came up with this story to be encouraging. What God put in me, I'm just gonna let it shine. And basically I want to like be able to like open your minds up and kind of like cut out the violence that goes on out there. But here it goes. This is the chapter 1. I'm gonna read a full chapter for free. So this chapter is free. Plus the author is reading it himself, which is me. So okay, it's called Jonathan Daniels Is a Man Not Afraid of Change. Chapter 1: Repenting over sins over a wild party. Another night I find myself on my knees, crying again and begging to the Lord. I was repenting over sins I keep committing over and over again. Sure enough, I was drunk. Knowing that I should be married soon, I left a wild party where I have to constantly fight temptation. I'm not typically the type that gets into too much, but the atmosphere at this party was like drugs, alcohol, and nicotine filled the air, and women would flaunt their bodies throughout the night. I knew that I, Jonathan Daniels, was out of place. See, at these parties it could get very dangerous. People could get stabbed, shot, beaten, etc. Personally, I would never consider myself an innocent. I would always consider myself an innocent bystander. But as I face all facts of reality, even I have to admit that I am guilty by association. Therefore, I will constantly keep in my mind the Lord. I'd ask Him to please help and guide me to leave this lifestyle behind forever. However, as I drifted my lonely body, along with my lost soul through this party, Psalms 91:5 popped in my head. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Then verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that waiteth noonday. You see, I have always desired the Lord. I always wanted His guidance and protection, knowing clearly that I was at the wrong place with a drunken mind, I would still pray to my Savior. I also remember praying to Him to make me stronger. I pray to God to please help me not to self-destruct. Let me back my chair up, son. Okay. I will pray to Him constantly to help me not to self-destruct. Here I am, standing at this wild and crazy party, which was full of darkness, evil, and sin as well. Whether or not I was the only one out there with the same mind state, I didn't care. I still wanted God to be there to protect me. Sometimes I would even talk to folk about God. I also didn't care if they thought of me as a hypocrite, for only God can truly judge me. Then, as I continued to drag my soul through the darkness, Psalms chapter 23, I will begin to recite it to myself. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Thy rod and Thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. As I remain on my knees for the rest of the night, I will recite Psalms 23 in my head over and over. Constantly at the end, I will beg God to keep protecting me. In my years of darkness, I would promise Him that I would keep my faith. I just knew that one day God will restore my soul as many times as I repent and beg for Him to do so. I knew that God would one day send His angels to guide my footsteps in the path of righteousness. Then surely, soon, goodness and mercy will follow me for the rest of the day of my days. As I open my eyes for the next morning, Psalms 23 still fresh on my mind. Since it was Sunday morning, I was preparing myself for church. My lady would arrive to my house again, and then we would meet up with her parents, then off for church. We all were. Okay, so that book is very purposeful. I feel like, and it's real. It's a fiction story totally made up about a guy named Jonathan Daniels, but it's a lot of Jonathan Daniels that's stuck out there, you know, and they kind of know the right thing to do, but kind of just linger out there in that darkness. So. And all I can say is just pray to God to redirect your soul and put your feet back on track. Also, in closing, I want to say to my hometown, I really do wish to get that book out there to y'all as soon as possible, and read it and understand it, and I pray that it help somebody that's kind of like on that fence. They don't even get into too much, but they still out there, because I've seen so many people get shot and it's like a bullet don't have a name on it. I've seen a lot of people get stabbed, and when it's dark, it don't even who's getting stabbed, we don't even know until, and then like some people like, oh, I stabbed the wrong person, or I shot the wrong person, and that be those innocent people that's bystanders that don't even get too much into the gang life, or they don't do no banging or anything like that, but they caught up out there though, and they just drifting out there though, trying to have a good time, but it's like a lot of danger around them, and they don't know it. So stay prayed up, because everybody has those phases though. So you gotta keep God with you at all times. Can't nobody judge you though. Even like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pray to God still though. You might still be in your darkness and your weary years where it's kind of dark, and you still drifting out there in the dark side of the world, but you still need God. That's when you need God the most, so that God can redirect your path and put you on a righteous path. That's important to pray to God and ask Him for that though. Pray and ask for serenity. Pray for wisdom, understanding. Pray for all that. Know that you're blessed and know that God will cover you. And you know, but most importantly, just have strong faith. If you have faith, then you can make it through anything. I mean, I came a long ways myself, so you know what I'm saying, I ain't turning back though. You feel me? So I got faith though. I got faith in everything that I do, and I got faith that this is what God want me doing though. This is the type of way that God want me to put a message out to the world. And I just hope that y'all enjoyed the first free chapter. The rest of the book is coming soon. Stay tuned in with me. I'm gonna start posting these blogs and basically, man, this is all prepping up though. I have to be prepared as well. So the moment you begin to prepare yourself is the moment that you realize that you do have faith. So preparation is faith alone. So stay prepared, stay prayed up, stay believing in yourself. Keep preparing yourself for another level. Even if you're not at that level yet, you still prepare yourself for that next level. And most importantly, stop the violence, stop the crime, put down the knives, put down the guns. You're going to a party. You don't need that stuff. You don't need to be shooting people at a party anyways. Lord knows. Too many people. I done seen too many people get shot. No, with my eyes, I done seen people get shot. So, and that's why I'm trying to come out with a story that will touch everybody. And it's spiritual balance. So you get to grasp hold of God. I hope you find God through my testimony, or you know, through your own individual testimony. We all here to share a testimony and just keep sharing the testimonies though, because that's important. It's the strength, it's in the testimonies. Saying what God brought you through, and where that's how you testify. Where God brought you through, and then to the point where he actually put you on another level now. So that's your testimony. Nothing is meant to destroy you. Everything is for to build you up for another level. Remember that. Be blessed. I hope you enjoyed the story. Where the chapter 1 of Jonathan Daniels, A Man Not Afraid of Change. More coming soon. Be blessed.